Hey, it's David. Today we are going to see how to create a very cool hero section using Flowbite library and make it editable with Suncel CMS. Let's see how to do that. Okay, so what we want to do is to go in the hero section of Flowbite, and we want to use this hero section and make it editable. So I want to edit the title, the subtitle, the call to action text and links, and even this text here. So basically, if I want to start, I will go to my project here and I want to create, let's go. We have a CLI and you can use this CLI to install your Suncel application in a very quick way. So do I have a Suncel account? Yes. What is my project name? Hero Flowbite Suncel. Do I want it with or without Tailwind? I want Tailwind, and let's go. So during the installation, I will go to my project here that I just created on Suncel. And here you can see that in the API section you will find your keys. So you have two keys to put on the .env file. So we copy the first, and I will wait for the installation to finish. Okay, that's done. Okay, so I have to edit this file. I add my two keys. So now I can do npm run dev, and so we are just launch on this local, and cool, I can access to my admin panel. Okay, so here I just created a page. And in this page, you see that there is only the default component. And what I want to have is the hero component of Flowbite. And so we are going to see how to create it. So the first step is to take this code and copy it in our component that we will create. And so we are using here some Tailwind configuration, but actually we don't care about the font. And we don't care about the primary color here, so we just we will use the standard blue of Tailwind. Okay, so let's go back in the code. So here I will go to Suncel blocks, hero, and I will create default hero section, and inside I will create this file. Now I want to export default hero section, or let's call it default hero block. And so this component will be will have the Suncel block type. Okay, good. Okay, let's import the Suncel block. Okay, good. So when you use a Suncel block, you have to add a schema in which you will have a slug and a display name. So the slug and the display name, they will be used in the blocks library, and so you have to define them there. So the slug and the display name. So the slug basically is the same thing as the component name, and the display name is the name you will display in the blocks library. So we can call it like this. Okay, so now I can just go to my code here in Flowbite and just copy and paste in here. Good. So basically what I have to do now is to define a type with all the properties I want to add to my component, and so if I want to have this text editable and the link editable as well, I have to add them. Similarly, I want to add the title here and I want to edit it in the visual editor, so I have to define everything. So the first thing, so let's change this by class name. Good. So the first thing to do here is to create a new type. So let's call it default hero block props, and inside it I will define, so this text, I will call it new section text, it's a string. There is as well new section link, which is a link type. So basically the link type here is a wrapper of the link component of Next.js. Okay, I have to add this main title, this subtitle, and these two call to action. So let's call it main title, subtitle, main CTA text string, main CTA link type, and we add a video CTA text and a video CTA link as well. Okay, perfect. And we have to extend the Suncel block type with this type. Good. And we will add everything in the props. Good. And so now we can use these props in here. So let's start with the new section that is here. Okay. And what I want to do is to replace this link tag by our tag. Okay, and I will give it this new section link properties, and I will give it as well the class name here. Okay. Okay, we don't have the link, so let's go to the documentation. We want to add a link, and what we have to import is the link component. Okay, so now we have our link, and inside the link we have the text and an SVG. So I will just replace this span. So I just want it, I don't want it anymore, and I will use the text component, which is a Suncel block component. It's here, and I will import it, text component. Okay. So basically in this component you have to add the slug, which is mandatory, and the slug is the new section text. You have to add its value as well, and you can add a tag name. So if you don't specify the tag name, it will be the default value will be a p paragraph. So here we have a span, so I can just indicate that it's a span. Okay. Okay, so basically we have this new here, and then this is the text we want to be editable, and so I can give it a class name as well. Okay, good. Now I can trash this and just keep that. Okay, so we want to give him a default value in order to display it with existing text. So basically here Flowbite is out, see what's new. Okay, we just go here. So in the Suncel schema you will define as well the default props of all the props you are using in your component, so you can give them default values, and that's what we do here, default props. And we will give this new section text value, which will be Suncel is out. Let's check it out. Okay. The same thing for the link. We want to give it an initial value, and we can do it here. Okay, great. So let's have a look on our visual builder, what we will have. But in order to see this block inside our blocks library, we have to add it somewhere else. We have to add it in the MuddyBlocks file. Okay, so here you have different levels to display the blocks. So here we have the first level, which is category, and inside this level you have another level. Here it's hero, and inside this hero tab you will find different components. So basically here we have a hero component, so we want to add it in the same category. So my component is default hero block. The name is, well, I can use name here that I define, but I can as well use the name I previously defined in my component. So if I change it in my component, it will change as well in the blocks library in the visual editor. And I can give it as well a description, and here it's a Flowbite default hero. So let's check in the visual builder what we see. So let's refresh it. And now we have our default hero block. So basically, if you want a picture here, you can just add an image here and put it here, and it will be displayed here. So let's, okay, that's cool. So you see that we only have variables in here in this text, and actually that's normal that we can only change this text. But we have a problem here that we can change this text, but we cannot change the link. Okay, so basically what I will do is just just want to change the background primary. So just to have the good colors, and I will replace it by the standard Tailwind blue. Okay, so now we have the good colors, and I want to edit this link on it. So what I have to do is to add to the schema here the editor settings. So in the Suncel schema, you have slug and display name that are mandatory values. You then have default properties of your props in the component, and you can define as well what you see here at the right side panel, and what you want to edit in this right side panel. So how to do that? Here I have to add editor settings. Okay, and in here I will add so link type, the slug. So you have to tell what is editable. So it's new section link. Okay, and you can give it a name. If you have several links to edit in the right side panel, it can be useful to edit to give this name. So we give it a name, and we call it a new section, new section link. Okay. So now I refresh my page. I will add my block, and okay, you can see that you can change the text here, but you can change as well the link on this span. Okay, that's cool. So let's continue for the title, the subtitle, and the two buttons. And you are going to see that we are going very fast on it. Let's see how to do that. So my H1, I want, instead of this, a text. I will give it the slug main title. I will give it the value main title. I want this to be not a P or span, but a H1. And I will give it this class, this style. Okay, and I will keep the initial text. Okay, and here in the default props, I will add my main title. Okay, that's cool. I will add the subtitle as well now. Subtitle. Okay. Okay. Okay, so this is the subtitle. So the subtitle, it will be okay, we will give it a tag name P. So like the default value is a P, I cannot use it, and I will give it this style. Okay, and so I want this initial text. Good. So now I can delete this part. Good. Okay, so I can test again my component. So now I can edit my title. I can edit as well the subtitle. That's very cool. And now what I want to do is to edit those two buttons. So let's go. I will do the first here. So it's I have a mistake. Okay. So what I have inside this link is text and an SVG. So I can take both, put them here. and I want to replace, so I will just take the style. Okay, so I can trash it. So my link here is the main CTA link, and I want inside here replace by main CTA text. I don't want any tag name, and I will put the CTA text. Okay, and I want the link to be editable as well. So CTA main CTA link, main CTA link, main CTA link, and I will do the same for the video call to action. Okay, so I have the first button that should be okay. I will copy it. I will replace by main by video, main by video, and main by video. Okay, and now I just want to take the same style for the second button, and that should be good. I take the SVG as well. I'll trash. Okay, so I can trash this button and everything should be fine. Let's check it out. So I refresh my page, because each time you change the component, you have to reload it. Okay, so here it's still editable. I can change the link. Perfect. You can change the title here. Wonderful. You can change it here. You can change as well the text here. Great. And you can change as well the text in here. Okay, great. You can add a link. You can add a link here, and that's perfect. So that's it. We now have a fully editable hero component. Very cool. You can go further. For example, if you want to edit this picture, so you will add an image component, and you can do as well repeatable component, but we will see that in other video. Thanks for watching.